Okay, let's start building this. Step one, attach long side bracing plus short hinge, which would be number 3 in a diagram, to one upright pole using 4 hex bolts, 4 flat washers, and 4 spring washers, and 4 hex nuts. And then we'll attach short side bracing and long hinge to the other upright pole using the same hardware. Then we're going to slide the 4 hinge pins through the top and 4 cotter pins through the bottom. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let's do it. Okay, let me show you how I chose to mount this. Now, I was looking in directions for a little bit and I couldn't find the information, but it is there. It's in the troubleshooting section. And what it talks about is where to mount the holes, or the folding arms. So the upper side bracing goes in the 6th and 9th hole from the top, and the lower side bracing from the 2nd and 5th hole from the bottom. Okay, it's in your troubleshooting. Page 7, okay? So it's not in the step you're actually doing. You have to go all the way back to the page 7 of the manual. And here's how I mounted them. For the bottom side bracing, what I chose to do is have the bolt on the bottom so that when I'm looking down, I just see a little flat head. That's all I see. Okay, that's just personal choice. I don't believe it. The manual gets into that. Now, as far as bolts, on the one side you have just the bolt heads. They'll be facing out when the rack's folded out. On the other side I went flat washer, the spring washer, and a nut. Okay. And we already mentioned, so the top is 6th and 9th hole from the top. The bottom is 2nd and 5th. Okay. For now, I'm just assembling everything very loosely. And once we have it all mocked up, then I could start tightening it up. Okay. Okay, I've assembled the rack on the ground here, and my number 1 advice would be, get a buddy. Do this with somebody else. You can go much easier, quicker, safer. You know, it's doable by yourself, but if you have somebody to help, I would say let them help. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind here is that the same size hinges go on the same upright. So small ones on one side and big ones on the other upright. That's key to allow the rack to mount correctly and fold on itself. And then I've also hooked up the pull-up bar. Okay. Next thing would be to stand this upright and mock it up against the wall, make sure I'm happy with the position of it on my wall, and have enough space in the corners to mount weights and so on. That's next. And what I've tried to do here also is like I mentioned, I mounted the lower hinges with this flat piece up, and likewise I mounted the upper hinges with the flat piece down. So that when I'm working out in the rack, I don't see heavy, big bolts sticking out, right? I just see nice little flat pieces. Now, of course, when I'm doing my pull-ups, then yeah, if I do a nice pull-up and take a look to the side, oh, there's a bolt. That's how I know I'm all the way up. Okay, let's stand it that way up. I just want to share something here that I found. As you can see, step one directions are attach long side bracing per short hinge to one upright and attach short side bracing plus long hinge to the other upright. But what I got in the box here, right, these side braces were already assembled with the hinges, right? So we have long hinges, short hinges, so per direction, right? The problem is they mounted this short hinge on the short side brace. So now I basically have all different length side braces. And what I now need to do is I need to take the side brace apart, take the hinge off, take this side brace apart, take the hinge off, and flip side braces. So the long hinge will stay here, but that upright or that side brace will come here and vice versa. So that's something to be mindful of, because when I line this up against the wall, it was not plumb, it was not level, it was all kinds of whacked out. So it took me a few minutes of scratching my head to figure that out. Just a tip for you, okay, that these may not come pre-assembled correctly. Titan Fitness. Okay, now that I've flipped this hinge and this side brace with that hinge and that side brace, now I have equal measurements from the wall on all four sides. Keep an eye out for that. Yours may come incorrectly pre-assembled.